Al-Qaida and associated individuals, groups, undertakings, and entities. Djani, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam President. I know it's quite a mouthful, the title. And also to thank Ambassador Tariq also for his statement. Madam President, over the past 2 years, I had the honor of chairing the Security Council Committee pursuant to Security Council Resolution 1267 of 1999, 1989 of 2011, Resolution 2253 of 2015 concerning ISIL, Daesh, Al-Qaeda, and associated individuals, groups, undertaking, and entities. Today, I would like to provide a brief update on the threat posed by Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant or Daesh, Al-Qaida and affiliates, and report on the work and activities of the committee since the Joint Council briefing of 20th May 2019. This briefing will also satisfy the requirement of Resolution 2368 of 2017 to report to the Security Council at least once per year or on the overall work of the committee. Madam President, the Analytical Support and Sanction Monitoring Team notes that the impact of COVID-19 on terrorism had varied between conflict zones and non-conflict zones and between short and longer-term threat. Terrorist groups are using the outbreak to advance propaganda and fundraising. While for the moment ISIL represent an entrenched rural insurgency without the reach to threaten urban areas on a sustained basis, the group increased its operation in the core conflict zones of Iraq and the Syrian Arab Republic. Al-Qaeda is further consolidating its presence in regions beyond its historical strongholds in Afghanistan. The relationship between ISIL and Al-Qaeda remains fraught and idiosyncratic, depending on regional dynamics. Madam President, regional and country visits are a key element of the mandate of the monitoring team. The COVID-19 pandemic imposed stringent travel limitation, and various trips previously approved by the committee could not take place. Notably, the monitoring team was forced to postpone its visit to the Syrian Arab Republic and to Iraq. The Vienna regional meeting also could not take place. On exceptional basis due to COVID-19, and in order to reduce exposure to health risks, since mid-March, we managed to hold informal virtual meetings as a creative solution where committee members had nonetheless an opportunity to discuss a number of issues, including the reports of the monitoring team on the global threat posed by ISIL and Al-Qaeda. In total, in 2020, the committee held 3 in-person informal consultations, 2 joint in-person consultations with the 1988 committee, 4 virtual informals, 1 joint 1267-1988 committee's virtual briefing for interested member states, and 1 joint informal with the Counter-terrorism Committee on CTAD and monitoring teams joint report on action taken by member states to disrupt terrorist financing pursuant to Resolution 2462 of 2019. That said, I extend my appreciation to all of you for your constructive engagement and cooperation to make sure that the committee can continue to fulfill its mandate despite this challenging situation. The committee, in partnership with the Secretariat, continues to dedicate significant efforts to making sure that its sanction list is accurate and as up-to-date as possible. Since the beginning of the year, the committee has agreed to add to its sanction list 4 individuals and 5 entities. The committee also removed 3 individuals from the list. Moreover, since the last joint briefing to the Security Council in May 2019, the committee has considered 7 comprehensive reports of the Ombudsperson. 3 of these reports were presented to the committee in 2020. Currently, 4 requests for delisting are pending with the Office of the Ombudsperson. In total, there are currently 262 individuals and 89 entities on the ISIL, Daesh, and Al-Qaeda sanction list. Madam President, I should like to mention also that building on the 12th 18th annual review, the committee mandated the Secretariat to implement technical amendment to 85 list entries on its sanction list in 2019, as well as amendment to 11 list entries and narrative summaries on its sanction list in 2020. The committee also recently concluded the 2019 annual review of its sanction list, and we received a record number of responses from member states, over 40. A written briefing by the coordinator of the monitoring team on the status of the 2019 annual review was shared with committee members on 15 October 2020. In addition to the regular reviews, the monitoring team updates list entries based on information provided by member states. I would like to thank member states who have engaged with the committee, and I hope that the wider membership will continue to engage with the committee and the monitoring team. Member states' contribution and cooperation is crucial both in maintaining the ISIL, Daesh, and Al-Qaida sanction list up to date and in ensuring the effective implementation of sanction measures. Lastly, I would like to urge those member states that have not done so to submit the implementation reports mandated under the relevant Security Council resolution. The Council and international community can target the response effectively only if they have reliable and up-to-date information. I thank you, Madam President.
Ambassador Djani for his briefing. And I now give the floor to Ambassador Tariq